Hello, this is Andrew with Social Media is Here Digital Marketers, and today I want to talk about the Restaurant Customer Value Calculator. And basically, we put this together because most restaurateurs and eateries and even bars don't understand how much one happy customer is truly worth. And so we put this calculator based on industry restaurant standards in the US. This will work in other countries as well. You just may have to adjust it up or down a little bit. And we went with conservative values here. So if you have a restaurant, then use this restaurant customer value calculator to determine the lifetime value of a happy customer and the value of an unhappy customer. The results just might surprise you. These numbers are based on standard statistics in the US, as I said before, for restaurants. To use this, just plug in the average amount of your normal one customer ticket price and the visits per month. Now, typically in the US, a happy customer will come back to your restaurant at least twice a month. Now, some of them come back a little bit less, some of them come back 4 or 5 times, depending on your really good customers, but let's just say it's twice a month. That is the national average, and all you have to do is put in these two numbers and it takes care of the rest. So let's do this here. Let's say that your average ticket price, and this could be $7 or $14 or $35, depending on your restaurant. But let's say it's $14 and 32 cents here. So we're going to type that in, and we're going to go with the twice a month average as suggested, and you can type any number you want here. So the initial value of that one customer that comes in, he's happy, or she's happy and keeps on coming back twice a month, is worth $343.68 to you per year. So that will give you some idea on how much money you have to spend on getting that happy customer in. But there's more to it than that, because most customers won't eat by themselves. It happens, but they bring in more than one person. And the average in the US for per table is 2.3. So they're going to bring in 1.3 people. So we've got to multiply that average ticket price by 2.3. We come up with $790.46 for that year. Now it's getting better. So now the average customer will stay with you for 5 years. They move away or they go elsewhere. The total value for that one happy customer lifetime value is $3,952.32. Okay. But wait, there's more. And sound like a Ronco commercial here, but it's true. They will refer one other person that will end up becoming a happy customer as well. They may talk to 5 to 10 others, but one will stick, and we're not even including the one-time value from those 5 to 10 other people that they bring in that maybe it doesn't suit their taste. And we're being conservative here and just saying only one of them sticks. So that number gets doubled, and it goes up to $7,904.64 for one happy customer. So the total value of 10 happy customers is $79,000. For 100 happy customers, it is $790,000. If you can manage to get 500 happy customers, the value to your restaurant is going to be almost $4 million, $3,952,320. And that is with a $14.32 average per person ticket, okay? Now, let's go look at the other side of this, because there's two sides to every coin here, and then especially in this one. And when I go into a restaurant and I see someone ticked off about the service, or I'm not caring about things, or even about my lack of service, and if you're in Nashville, which is where we happen to be based, it is terrible. The service in Nashville overall, I would have to say, is deplorable. And I look at these restaurants that are doing this, and I look at these managers, look at these owners, and I'm scratching my head, because it's costing them literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. Because let's run this through. So the loss of that happy customer, you went through this, and we're just going to use it at $14.32, is going to cost them $7,904.64 in lost revenues. Okay, but here's the kicker. Right now, and especially with social media, these numbers are going up. They're going to tell 12 people about their bad experience. Okay, they will tell everybody in the monologue about that waitress that was rude, or that soup that was terrible, or the portions that were that they had to send back that was bad, or they're really small, or it tasted hinky, or their food was cold. Now, the percentage of negative referrals that do not become customers are actually 3. They're going to tell 12 people, but 3 of them will actively not ever become your customer because of that. So that one unhappy customer just cost you $23,713.92 in potential lost revenues. These numbers are real. Okay, so what we have here is going to be even a little bit worse because you have to add these three customers to the original customer. So your total's not just that one. So we have one here at 7,900. They've told three others for 23,000. Plus them, that's $31,000 you're going to lose in revenue, okay? But if you go out and you tick off 10 people that day because you've got a waitress or a waiter that's being rude and obnoxious, it could cost you over $300,000. And if you have 100 customers come in that year that are unhappy, it's going to cost you $3 million in potential lost revenues. And the same thing goes with 500. It's 15 million. These numbers are staggering. Run them yourself. Cut them up any way you want to, but these are all based on industry averages. And so it is very, very important that you take care of your customers, make sure they're happy when they get out. And just as assuredly, if you want to go with the negative side, make sure you do not have anyone walking out the door ticked off, because the amount of money and potential lost revenues are absolutely staggering. And I see restaurants all the time that I go into, and I know that you can tell they're struggling just by the way they operate. And this is why. This is why. And if we run this numbers, and I'm just going to bump this up to, let's say it's a little bit nicer place, and we're going to take it up to, let's just say $27 even Steven. And these numbers get a lot better. So here we go. The average customer value of that one happy customer goes up to $14,000, almost $15,000. Whereas the unhappy customer, it gets popped up to $59,000. So you need to weigh these and make sure you do everything you can to do it, whether it's giving them a free dessert, or better yet, before stopping a bad experience, make sure they have a good experience when they come in the door. So take a look at this. Feel free to use it. There's no charge for this. You can take a look at this for your own numbers or your own clients if you do marketing for them. And the reason why we put this out there for free, because I don't think that most restaurateurs have a true handle on how to value good service or bad service. Or if you don't know what these numbers are, how can you set up marketing, whether it works or not, when you've got your ROI? You know, if it's costing you, I see people, oh, I ran an ad and it only brought in 10 or 15 customers this week. Well, if you make sure that all of them are happy customers and you go out of your way, let's say only get 5 of them to do it, and you've got $27, you know, the lifetime value for that is going to be $14,000, almost $15,000. So go out of your way to make sure they're happy. And if 10 of those people stuck, then they're worth $150,000 off that one little ad that you did. And if you're using social media, our costs are a lot less than this. So you can use that to judge what you're doing marketing-wise and service-wise to make sure that your clients are happy when they come in your restaurant. So anyway, this is Andrew Anderson. I just did this off the cuff. Want to get this out there for you, and hopefully you'll be able to use it. So if you want to see this, just check it out. I'll put the link down here. But if you go to socialmediashere.com and just go up to Customer Value Calculator, we've got one right there. And we also have another one for regular businesses too, in case you've got a caterer. In case you've got some of your suppliers that want to take a look at this as well, or a friend that's not a restaurant. The numbers are staggering for a regular business as well. So anyway, have a great day and talk to you later. Bye-bye.